I'm Sar, and this is the story of how my husband thought he could outsmart me. It started with whispers in the dark. One night I woke up to an empty bed and heard Dean's voice down the hallway, low and careful. I crept closer and heard the words that changed everything. Just a little longer. She doesn't suspect anything yet. I rushed back to bed before he noticed me. When I asked where he had been, he casually said the bathroom. I knew he was lying, but I didn't confront him, not yet. The next morning, I checked our bank accounts. There were dozens of withdrawals I didn't recognise, thousands of dollars gone over several months. When I asked Dean, he brushed it off as small investments. Something felt terribly wrong. A few days later, he asked for a full list of my personal assets and passwords, claiming it was for emergency planning. Dean had never cared about my personal finances before. That's when I knew he was planning something. That night, he left his phone on the table while he showered. A message lit up the screen from someone named Ilya Morrow. "Make sure she stays in the dark." Almost there. My heart dropped. I realised this wasn't just secrecy, this was a plan. The next morning, Dean handed me legal papers and asked me to sign them. Hidden inside the document was a property transfer agreement that would move all my assets into his name. I refused, pretending I just needed time to think. Instead, I moved quickly. Within days, I transferred my assets into a protected trust with help from my lawyer. A week later, Dean announced he wanted a separation. That's when I told him I had already moved my money. The look on his face told me everything. His entire plan was collapsing. He retaliated by filing for divorce and demanding half of everything, even spousal support. When that failed, he spread rumours that I was laundering money. Then he escalated further by filing fraud, accusations with forged financial documents. But he made one fatal mistake. My legal team proved the documents were fake. The accounts listed didn't even exist when the transactions supposedly happened. We countersued for defamation and falsifying evidence. In court, Dean withdrew his claims, but it was too late. He was ordered to pay legal fees and walked away with nothing. The man who tried to destroy me lost everything instead. Today I stand stronger, wiser and free. I learned that betrayal doesn't define you, how you rise after it does. Sometimes protecting yourself isn't selfish. Sometimes it's survival. And sometimes walking away is the greatest victory of all.